And we're rolling the ball up and down the figures. And into the palm of the hands. The pad of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And we'll take the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other. Back to the first. And the other. Around the back. Switch. 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 Hinge at the waist, keep the back neutral. And easier said than done, go to the left. Switch. Switch. And put the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. Step on the ball right in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Bring the ball up to the knuckles of that foot and press down once on each knuckle. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball just above the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and roll across. Right there. Press down just below the ball of the foot. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release. Reassess. And repeat on the other foot, stepping 3 times in the middle of the foot. Each of the knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Press below the ball of the foot. Side of the top of the heel. Middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. 3, 2, 1, release. Get the ball out of the way. And shake the tree. 3, 2, 1, the center. Nice breath. Lift the waist, swing the arm. And the center with some ocean wave breathing. Coming up a little bit more each time. Shoulder height. And then back up. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out to the side, gathering starlight. Two times around the crown. And then back down. Go ahead. Throat. Heart. And lower down to the end. Center. Same thing the other direction. Lower down to the end. Heart. Throat. Third eye. And crown. Let's take some steps forward. And an elbow towards the opposite knee. Don't have to hit it. Flap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. Take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then you'll walk or march or jog. So today we're going to do the 6 stretches to open up. There's no squats involved there if you want to do squats to get the heart rate going. You can continue to do what you're doing or anything else. Be safe. And I've got 5 Tibetans in the exercise. So there's some squats. Myself, do whatever you feel like. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then That's 20. And 30. A couple of breaths. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands up overhead. And up on your toes if you can. Back down, bend back if you can. Otherwise, just keep reaching up. And come on back. Bring the hands down, push out at the chest. Come on down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands up. A little higher. And come on back down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Extend the arms, rotate. Rotate in the other direction. Put one palm down, one palm up, and flip flop. And bring one arm across the body, press in at or above the elbow. And the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And then come on down and form an L. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze. And release. Rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. From the center, bring one hand over the top of the head, cup the ear. Chin up, eyes looking at the ceiling, tug gently. And then bring the chin towards the collarbone. And looking down towards the floor. Come on back. Same thing the other direction, first looking up. Keep the chin up. And then chin down. Come on back to center, tuck in the chin and back like a pigeon. And then do a side lunge. Go the other way. And come on up and grab a stick. We're going to do the gym stick routine today. I'm going to bring the stick up overhead and do some dynamic swimmers in one direction. Moving the stick overhead. And then in the other direction. Bring it straight overhead and go side to side. And then bring it behind the back. And twist it away. Drop the stick to just above the knees in the back. Bring the hands around front in between the knees. Hinge at the waist. You're going to lift the stick up. Keep your head up and just pull. Three, two, one. Bring the stick around front. Hold on with two hands at or near the top. Step back. Hinge at the waist. Stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up. Bring the stick with one hand across the body. Other hand comes up underneath the armpit, grabs the shoulder, hinge at the waist, and tug gently. And come on up. Same thing in the other direction. Come on up, bring the stick against the side of one foot. Push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom as you hinge at the waist. Repeat on the other side. And then bring one foot out, put the stick in front of it about 6 inches, drop the top of the stick against the collarbone, slide down, lift the sole of that foot up off the ground, and wiggle it back and forth if you can. Come on up. Do the same thing on the other side. On up, press the sole of the first foot against the stick. And then the other. And then stick to one side, bring this foot on that side forward. The other foot, you're on your balls of your feet, come on down a little bit and stretch those hip flexors. To the other side, same way. And come on up. Grab one foot by the shin, ankle, or toes. Stretch the quads. Then the other. And then bring the first foot in front. Push the knee towards the back, hinge slightly at the waist. Stretching the glutes. And then the other. And come on up. We're going to stick to the middle. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top. Feet are about shoulder width apart. You're going to dig the toes into the ground as you come back onto the fifth metatarsal, creating a big arch there. And just hold. And then roll towards the first metatarsal, knocking the knees, and then back towards the fifth, back and forth. Go back and forth. Toes are still scrunched into the ground. Three, two, and one. All right. We can put the stick down. We're going to do our 6 opening up stretches. Great to do at the end of the day of sitting at a desk or so on. We're going to start with the overhead stretch. Hands are by the side, they come up overhead. Grab one wrist and pull straight up. Hold. And then come on down. Hands come down on the thighs. Bend. Go down the legs with the hands. Come back up the legs with the hands. And you reach your waist. Bring them out again. Hands overhead, grab the other wrist and pull up. Come on down, we're going to do each side 2 more times. Down the one side of the leg, up the inside. Back to the first wrist. Ooh. Come on down. You can bend your knees slightly when you go down. Up. And down. And last one. And down. All right. Slight variation, we're gonna bring our hands up, grab that wrist, and bend back into the side and hold. Then go the other way. Back to the first side. Other way. First side. And the other way. And one back. All right, we're gonna open the chest. We'll do it two ways. We're gonna do 3 of these, hands straight out. Take a deep breath in, move the hands back, open up, and exhale. Again. One more time. Now put your hands behind your head and do the same. One more time. Okay, we're gonna get on the floor on our backs and do 3 exercises lying down. On our backs, one leg is extended. Sole of foot is on the floor for the other. Grab your knee, bring it up to your chest and pull. Then use your opposite hand to pull the knee across the body. Come back, extend that leg, bring the other leg up, pull towards the chest and hold. And use the other hand to come across. And if you can, look the other way from where your knee is. And put your other hand. Come on back. We'll do 2 more. One, going back to the first side. Knee up. Come across. Back to center. Put down, other knee up. Across. Back to center. Last round. Knee up. Across. Back to center. Last one. Knee up. And across. Back to center. Soles of both feet are on the floor. And arms are out. Do some windshield wipers. Back and forth. Rock back and forth from the waist. Go as far as feels comfortable. 3, 2, and 1. All right, and for the last one, we're going to turn around, hands and knees, tabletop position. Palms are under the shoulders. Going to do some cat cows. Tuck in the chin, round the back. That. Arch the back, look up, cow. Do 6 of these, cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Last one, cat. And cow. We're getting up. And going to do our breathing. It's 4-7-8 breath this week. So if my cadence is too fast, too slow, reach your own. But the general principle is to inhale through the nose diaphragmatically into the belly and up through the chest for the count of 4, hold for the count of 7, exhale for the count of 8. And we're going to do 5 of those. You may do 6, you may do 4. Here we go. Then rub your hands together, cultivating chi, forming a chi ball, and letting it dance a second. Thank you. 2 breaths. And let's open our hearts. Pause on that, inhale, exhale, send it out. And center with 2 breaths. We're bringing down chi from above. And gathering it from below. And Oh. All right. Ready for some Tibetans or? Nice sip of coffee. Gonna do 11. Down the back.
Yeah.
Going
Okay.
to do the spins up to 11. All right, we'll get on the floor. And hands are by the side usually, but they can be under the small of the back or behind the head if you need support on either your back or your neck. Soles of the feet can be on the ground in the modified version. Head, neck, and shoulders come up as the soles come up. In unmodified version, legs are extended and they come up as the head, neck, and shoulders. All right, we'll do up to 11. Here we go. And when you're done, take a couple of breaths. And then we're going to get up on our knees. And back of thighs, or the glutes. You can rock back on your knees slightly if you can't do back extension, but if you can, come back and then come forward. Up to 11. And a couple of breaths. Sit down. Hands are by the side or behind. So the feet can be on the floor for the modified version or legs extended again in the regular. And we're getting that done either way into an inverted table. Yeah. And 11. Couple of breaths. Turn around. Be all fours. Tabletop to cobra. Or down dog to left dog. What combination you up to right? And then come around. Wash your legs out. It feels right this morning. Take a couple breaths. And we're going to rotate 4 times, 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. On the last round, stretch out and do around the box, breathing 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. And we'll do it over the left knee. Here we go. Change direction. And stretching out, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Left knee. And right knee. Come on up. Switch the position of legs. And what goes in front goes behind. What goes below goes on top. And we're going to start in the opposite direction than we did the last time. Do 6 and 5 and 3 rounds about 3 minutes. Here we go. Roaching out. Box spin. Going over to the right knee. And then the left knee. But no,